Hey, Vacuums R Us and Sewing Too people. It is Friday the 30th. It is a beautiful day out, and I know many of you are going to be spending the day outside, but some of you are going to be doing some spring cleaning. So I thought you'd bring you up to date about some stuff we got going on here. I'm going to talk about a couple of things we have related to cleaning, and then I'm going to get into some sewing stuff here towards the end of the video as well. A lot of you who've been in here have seen all of our plants, and those of you who've been customers for a long time know that we are gardeners, and all of our landscaping we do outside, we start from seed at the Arvada store, which is where I am today. Real quick, I'm going to talk about some cleaning products. The last year has been interesting. We've had a big emphasis on cleaning over the last year, obviously, and it's brought up an interesting conundrum, right? So on the one hand, we are very interested in killing germs and sanitizing, but on the other hand, we've seen kind of an increased concern in the amount of chemicals that we're using in our lives now, and looking at maybe minimizing some of that stuff. Nellies and Freds are two great products that can help to minimize that. So there's definitely a time and place for disinfectants and chemicals. We use a diluted bleach here to clean our high-touch surfaces. Based on CDC guidelines, we got to do that to get rid of viruses and bacteria. But anywhere that we can get rid of chemicals in our house is great. I think everybody can agree on that. But the thing is, from my perspective, if it doesn't work better than the chemical alternative, there's really no reason to even put it in our store. Freds is a great series of products. They particularly have an all-purpose cleaner that they really target towards granite surfaces because of how sensitive they are. It's a pH balanced solution, so it doesn't pock granite. That's a fairly new product for us. We've started using it here in the store in the last few months and brought it home, and it has been super cool. I think probably at this point every one of our customers know about the Nellies Wow Mop because we show it to just about everybody who shows up here. But they also have a cleaning line. Their laundry line in particular, I am a raving fan of. I don't have sensitive skin. I could probably bathe in lava and my skin would be just fine. So that wasn't the reason I started using it. The reason I started using their laundry products, I took the sampler home, and what I found was that it left my fabric a lot softer and it didn't wrinkle as quickly. If this is something that interests you, we have sampler packs here. Probably everybody on the mailing list has gotten some coupons for the sampler. I love them because we send you home with this 15-load sampler, and you will never use detergents ever again from the grocery store. On the sewing front, so looks like things are going to start opening up. People are getting vaccinated. Cases of COVID are going down. Very soon we will likely have classes, I think, as soon as early this summer. So if that's something that interests you, if you're interested in either teaching a sewing class, or if there's a specific topic about sewing that particularly interests you, I would love to hear about that in the comments, because we're looking at scheduling out some tentative classes now in hopes of further lifting of certain restrictions. Those of you who are into sewing are well aware, I'm sure, that there has been a significant shortage in sewing machines over the last year or so because of increased demand. We have right now in stock a couple of EF72s by Elnita. Most of you know that Elnita is made by Janome. This is actually the Janome Skyline 7, which is very difficult to get right now. I know we have one new in box in our Arvada store, and we have one hidden away at the Boulder store as well, if that's something somebody has been looking for. The Elnita version actually has a lower list price too, slightly. And you can go ahead and you can add on the service plan. I believe the gold needle service plan would be most appropriate for that machine. It gets you a bunch of discounted classes, which suddenly becomes relevant because we're looking at getting some classes. We also, at our Boulder store, just got in a huge shipment of midline and entry-level Janome machines that we have been waiting for since December, actually. So if you were looking for a mid to level Janome, we have those now as well. I also just became aware that we have two cover stitches in stock in Boulder. The 1000 and the 900 are back ordered up until June, I believe, at this point. They're very difficult to come across. I've seen a few used ones on eBay, but that's about it. But we do have two cover stitches in our Boulder store. I will bring you guys another update next week. We've actually got a lot of stuff, really exciting stuff that's happened over the last year. The last year has been a challenge for everybody, I think, but it's brought a lot of opportunity. We've got a lot of really interesting products in here now that we may not have even considered bringing in previously, but we started having people ask about it because of what was going on with the pandemic and stuff. Y'all have a good day. It is beautiful outside. Maybe time for some spring cleaning. Oh, and also we have about a half of our rental shampooers in right now as of Friday. So if you need a shampooer rental, get it now because they've been renting all out every weekend.